Once, in a city near the sea, there lived a rich man. He was a merchant. He sold things from ships. He had 6 children. There were 3 sons and 3 daughters. The youngest daughter was very special. Her name was Beauty. She had long red hair and kind eyes. She was gentle, friendly, and always smiled. People loved her because she was kind, not just because she was beautiful. Beauty loved quiet things. She liked reading books and playing the piano. She enjoyed sitting in the garden, listening to the birds, and looking at flowers. She was happy with simple things. She didn't want money or fancy clothes. She wanted peace and love. Her 2 sisters were not like her. Their names were Rosalind and Hortensia. They liked clothes, parties, and mirrors. They wanted to marry rich men and live in big houses. They did not read books. They did not like to work, and they did not like beauty. They were jealous of her. They did not like that people always said, "Beauty is kind, beauty is good." This made them angry. One day, something bad happened. The merchant lost all his money. His ship was lost at sea. All the things on the ship were gone. He was very sad. He said to his children, "My dear children, we are poor now. We must leave this big house. We will go and live in the countryside." Rosalind and Hortensia cried, "No, we don't want to be poor. We don't want to live in the country." The brothers were also sad, but Beauty said, "Don't cry. We can still be happy. We can work hard and help each other." The family moved to a small house in the countryside. Life was very different there. There were no parties, no nice clothes, no shops or theaters, but Beauty did not complain. She woke up early every day. She cleaned the house. She cooked food. She washed the clothes in the river. She helped her father and her brothers. Her brothers worked in the fields. They planted vegetables and took care of the animals. But Rosalind and Hortensia did not help. They slept late. In the afternoon, they walked in the woods and talked about their old life in the city. They were always angry. "This place is boring," said Rosalind. "We have no friends," said Hortensia. Beauty stayed happy. She made a little garden behind the house. She picked flowers and made tea. She also made labels in English for things in the house like door, cup, and window. She wrote new words in a small notebook and tried to use them each day. She said that I want to learn something new every day. Her father looked at her and said, "Beauty, you are a wonderful daughter. You work hard and you are always happy." Beauty smiled. 1 year later, a letter came. The merchant read it and smiled. "Good news. My ship is not lost. It is in the port." The children were very excited. "Maybe we are rich again," said the brothers. "Now we can buy dresses and shoes," said the sisters. "Let's go back to the city," said Hortensia. The father said, "I must go to the port and see what is there." The sisters said, "Father, please bring us nice clothes, hats, shoes, and jewels." Beauty said quietly, "Father, please don't spend money on me. Just bring me 1 rose." "I want a rose from you." The merchant went to the port. He found the ship, but it was empty. All the goods were gone. He had nothing. He was very sad. On the way home, he got lost in a forest. It was cold, windy, and full of snow. He heard wolves. He was scared. Suddenly, he saw a big castle. There were lights in the windows. He went inside. No one was there. But there was food on the table and a fire in the fireplace. He was cold and hungry. He ate the food and slept in a warm bed. In the morning, he found new clothes near his bed. He thought, "Someone here is kind." He went to the garden and saw beautiful roses. He picked one for Beauty. Then he heard a loud sound. A big beast came. The beast was angry. "You ate my food. You slept in my bed. And now you take my rose. For this, you must die." The merchant said, "I'm sorry. This rose is for my daughter. Please don't kill me." The beast said, "Then one of your daughters must come here. She must die in your place." The father was afraid, but he said yes. He wanted to go home to see his children one last time. And so, he rode home with only the rose in his hand and a heavy heart. When the merchant came home, he looked very tired. He gave Beauty the rose. She smiled, but her father looked sad. Then he told his children the story. He told them about the big castle, the food, the bed, and the beast. He told them about the rose and how the beast became very angry. He also told them about the promise. One daughter must go to the beast's castle, or the father must return and die. Rosalind and Hortensia were angry. They shouted, "It's Beauty's fault. She asked for the rose." Beauty stayed calm. She looked at her father and said, "Don't worry, father. I will go to the castle. I will keep your promise." Her brothers said, "No. We will go and fight the beast." But the father said, "No, children. The beast is too strong. You cannot win." Beauty spoke again. Her voice was soft but clear. "Father, you must stay here. You are old and we all need you. I am young. I can go. I am not afraid." The next morning, Beauty and her father rode together through the forest. The trees were tall. The air was cold. After many hours, they arrived at the castle. It was big and quiet. There were lights in the windows. Inside, the table was full of food. Beauty and her father ate together, but they were both quiet. Then they heard a loud noise. It was the beast. He was big with a scary face. Beauty wanted to run, but she stayed. The beast looked at Beauty. "You are brave," he said. His voice was deep, but not angry. "I am sorry about the rose," Beauty said. She looked at the ground. The beast turned to the merchant. "You must leave tomorrow. Do not come back." That night, Beauty had a dream. In her dream, a kind fairy spoke to her. "Beauty," the fairy said, "you are good and kind. You are brave. You will be happy." In the morning, her father said goodbye. His eyes were full of tears. "Goodbye, dear Beauty," he said. "Please take care." "I love you, father," Beauty said. Then he left, and she was alone. Beauty started to walk around the castle. It was very big. She saw many rooms. Some rooms had paintings, some had books, some had flowers. Then she saw one door with a sign, "Beauty's Room." She opened the door and smiled. It was beautiful. The bed was soft. There were books and a piano. There was even a mirror on the wall. She sat on the bed and opened a book. Inside the book, she saw words appear. The words said, "Welcome, Beauty. This is your home now. Tell me what you want." Beauty said quietly, "I only want to see my father." Then, in the mirror she saw him. He looked sad. He was sitting in his small house. Beauty also saw Rosalind and Hortensia. They looked happy even without her. Beauty walked to the garden. The sun was shining. Birds were singing. Flowers of many colors were everywhere. She smiled. "This place is strange, but it is also beautiful," she thought. Each day, Beauty followed a simple routine. In the morning, she walked in the garden. She picked flowers and learned their names. She started writing in a notebook. She wrote about the flowers, the sky, the sounds. She also wrote new English words she learned. In the afternoon, she read books, played the piano, or painted small pictures of the garden. She tried to be brave and kind every day. Every evening at 9 o'clock, the beast came to dinner. At first, they did not talk much. But slowly they began to speak more. "What did you read today?" the beast asked. "I read about birds," Beauty said. "Did you know some birds can sing different songs?" The beast smiled. He liked her stories. She liked his questions. One day, Beauty taught the beast a simple song on the piano. He tried, and they laughed together. Each night, after dinner, the beast asked the same question. "Beauty, will you marry me?" Beauty always answered kindly. "No, beast, I am sorry, I cannot." The beast looked sad, but he always said, "Thank you for your answer." One night, Beauty said, "Why do you ask the same question every day?" The beast looked down. "Because I hope your answer will change." Beauty looked at him. "You are kind," she said. But I do not want to marry. I am still learning about myself. The Beast nodded. I understand. Later, Beauty looked into the mirror in her room. She saw her father. He looked lonely. She felt a deep sadness. The next night, she spoke to the Beast. Can I go home? I want to see my father. The Beast looked at her for a long time. Then he said, Yes, you may go, but you must return in 1 week. If you do not come back, I will die. Beauty felt a pain in her heart. I promise I will come back. The Beast gave her a magic ring. Put this ring near your bed. It will bring you back here. Beauty said thank you. That night, she went to sleep with the ring beside her. She dreamed of her father and smiled. Tomorrow, she would see him again. But she did not know what the next days would bring. Beauty woke up in her own bed. She looked around and saw her old room. She was home. She ran downstairs. Her father saw her and cried with joy. Beauty, you are back. You are safe, he said. They hugged for a long time. Beauty was happy too. It felt good to see her family again. Rosalind and Hortensia came into the room. They looked surprised, but they smiled. Tell us about the Beast, they said. Beauty told them stories about the castle, the food, the garden, and the books. She said the Beast was kind and gentle. She told them that she read every day, played music, and walked in the garden. Her sisters listened, but inside they were jealous. Beauty had a happy life and they did not. She is lucky, said Rosalind later. She lives like a queen. Hortensia said, yes, and if she stays here too long, maybe the Beast will forget her. So they made a plan. They asked Beauty to stay longer. They cried and said, please don't leave us yet. We love having you here. Beauty felt their kindness and said, okay, I will stay a few more days. But one night, Beauty had a dream. In the dream, the Beast was lying on the grass in the garden. His eyes were closed. His face looked sad. He said in a weak voice, Beauty, you did not come back. I cannot live without you. Beauty woke up with tears in her eyes. She was afraid. The Beast is dying, she said. I broke my promise. She ran to her room and took the magic ring. She placed it beside her bed and said, please take me back to the castle. In the morning, she opened her eyes. She was in her room at the castle, but the castle was quiet, too quiet. She looked in the garden, the halls, and all the rooms. She could not find the Beast. Then she ran to the garden. There, under a tree, the Beast was lying on the grass. He looked pale and very weak. No, cried Beauty. She held his hand. Please don't die. I am here now. I love you. I want to marry you. Please live. Suddenly, a bright light filled the sky. The Beast slowly opened his eyes. Then, something amazing happened. The Beast changed. He became a handsome young man. Beauty was surprised. Where is the Beast? She asked. The man smiled. I am the Beast, he said. A witch gave me a curse. Only true love could break the spell. You loved me, even when I looked like a monster. At that moment, the good fairy appeared. She said to Beauty, you have a kind heart. You will be a princess now. Then the fairy looked at Rosalind and Hortensia. You are not kind. You will become statues until your hearts change. The two sisters turned into stone. Beauty and the prince got married. They invited the whole family to live at the castle. They were happy. They read books, played music, and helped children learn. And Beauty always remembered, real love sees with the heart, not with the eyes. Beauty's story is a story of love, courage, and kindness. She was not rich, but her heart was full of hope. When her family lost everything, she stayed strong. She worked hard. She did not complain. When her father was in danger, she chose to go to the Beast's castle. She was scared, but she did not run away. She saw the Beast's heart, not just his face. And, in the end, her love changed everything. This story teaches us something very important. True beauty is not outside, it lives inside. Kindness, bravery, and love are more powerful than money or looks. Even in a world that feels dark or unfair, a kind heart can bring light. We can use this lesson today. If we choose kindness, even when it's hard, we can change the world around us. We can bring joy to others. And we can grow into better people too. Congratulations, dear listener. You finished this beautiful story in English. You're now better at listening, reading, and understanding English. Keep going, you are doing great. If you enjoyed this story, please subscribe to the channel to support us. Your support gives us the strength to keep going and create more beautiful content. You can also donate if you wish. In the beginning, it's very hard to keep producing high-quality lessons. We do this work for free to help you learn English. If you can, please support us so we can continue giving you the best learning experience. Thank you for being here with us. See you in the next story.